Death has a terrible way of cutting straight through every careful line you've drawn between your present and your future. Hello my lovely friends, I'm Margaret and it is time for another installment of Fresh Reads Friday. If you are new to my channel, Fresh Reads Friday is a series where I do in-depth reviews of recent reads that I have enjoyed. Today we are going to be talking about the Warcross Duology by Marie Lu. So Warcross and Wildcard are part of a duology about Emika Chen. She has been making a living for herself as a bounty hunter who hunts down people who bid illegally on Warcross. It's like a Ready Player One situation where people have visors and all of that, and they go into a virtual world and they play this game called Warcross. Huge, taking over the world. It's like Pokemon, but like you're fighting and you live it. But not only is she a bounty hunter and a pretty good one, but she also is a Warcross player herself. Emika hacks herself into the opening tournament of the big Warcross game that is going to be happening. It's like a once-a-year worldwide thing where all of these Warcross teams are fighting to see who is the best Warcross team. And so she hacks her way into the game so she can kind of just watch it, like she's not actually participating, and it glitches and she actually densely gets discovered. But as she is in the game, she notices like a shadowy figure. She actually ends up getting contacted by Hideo Tanaka, who is the creator of the game, and he hires her to hunt down whoever it was that glitched this game. And so everything for Emika just goes downhill from there. There are explosions, there are attempts on her life. It is fantastic. I adored these novels. I gave both of them 5 stars. They completed me in ways I did not know I needed to be completed. They made me so very happy. Some of the things that I absolutely adored about this was I loved the world. I loved the idea of Warcross. I'm not gonna lie, I liked this better than Ready Player One. I thought it was very well done the way she integrates the game and the players and all of that. She also has such a great cast of characters thrown in there. She's got a kick-ass heroine. Absolutely love. Like Emika knows what she's doing, okay? Also, she has rainbow hair. So anyone who is willing to pull off rainbow hair, like, oh, A-okay in my book. It also covers such an interesting, I can't get into what it is because it would be spoilery, but there's such an interesting moral quandary that goes, it's basically questioning how far is too far in trying to keep people safe. You know your girl is in it for the romance. So not only did it have a fantastic main romance that I loved, even if it was a little troubled at times, but it also had some really adorable side romances that you are going to root for and you're going to adore and you are going to love. The only downside that I have is I would have liked a little bit more time given to the wrap-up. I would have liked to see people maybe 6 months down the line, see how things are fitting together. It is very an immediate ending. But that wasn't enough for me to even dock it a half star. So obviously I didn't have that much of a problem with it. We need to talk about the characters because Emika was so much fun. I love how she is just cool and capable, but she's not perfect. She still messes up. She still makes mistakes. She was very relatable and very understandable as a main character. She wasn't like one of those people where you're like, oh wow, this person is perfect and there's no way I could, it's unattainable, it's unrealistic. No, she was a mess at times, but she was a mess in a functional way, she'd pick herself up, dust herself off, and start going again. Sometimes literally. Also, if you're into tortured boys, you're going to love this love interest. He very much reminded me of Bruce Wayne. That tortured weight of the world, I've got a big, dark, tragic thing that happened in my past thing. Yes. I love me some tortured boys who are trying to do the right thing, but not necessarily succeeding and having to kind of learn how to be better along the way. Yes, thank you. It made me happy. One of the other things is I loved Emika's friend group, the team that she gets involved with. They were all fleshed out, they were integrated into the plot, they had real character, they had real backstories, they had moments you are attached to these people, you are hoping that none of them die, that none of them get taken out by this dark, mysterious figure. Spoiler alert, it's gonna hurt. I just love it when the side characters are real people as well as the main character. You could tell that Marie Lu had put effort into them and had thought about what happens with them, and she definitely made me think that I need to step up my side characters because obviously they are not at that level yet. This plot is a little bit on the slower side. I won't lie. It's not gonna be bam bam boom, everything's happening. Emika does a lot of time detective work and trying to figure things out and searching the dark net and trying to figure out where is this Zero character? Where is this person that's been screwing around with the Warcross tournament? So it is slow, but it is continually building toward something, and whoo boy, when you find out what it is building towards, whew, gonna blow your mind, okay? Yeah, you're gonna be on the edge of your, you were going to be on the edge of your seat this entire novel. I did feel like the plot was a little bit stronger in Warcross, but I also liked the fact that between the two books, things kind of change. Amika has to change tactics. She has to be careful about what she's doing. She has to put more thought into it. She actually, she ends up having to spend more time in the real world because of the threats that are in the game world for her. So I really liked the fact that, like, it didn't get boring. It didn't stay in one place. Marie Lu tried things. She didn't stick to the same formula for both books. I think that really works well for a duology. There was some of what was familiar, but, like, not an overwhelming amount. It wasn't exactly the same as the first book, just with different plot points. The world building was really interesting because it is very realistic. Like, near future. It is not so far ahead of us that you're not going to recognize it. It's basically our world with, like, an added layer to it. I liked that because there wasn't a lot of time that had to be wasted on explaining how we got here. Like, it explains the game and how that changed the world, and there you go, there you have it. You have everything you need to know about what's going on, and so she's able to just weave the rest of it through and just reinforce what she has told you by showing it to you. Also, it does make you question things and, like, wonder not only what's possible, but what's, like, ethical. And how would having a purely digital world in a game like that, how would that change people? How would that change how businesses are done, how people make their money? How would that change gambling? All of the, like, so many interesting questions that you sit there and you're wondering about what would happen to our world if we had some of these things happen. I love finding these what I call soft sci-fi novels where the world building is built in so seamlessly that the reader can read it without losing track of the story. I feel like those are really good stories to, like, the sci-fi is a part of the setting, but it is not the main attraction, I guess you would say. It's not where you're having pages and pages and pages of description about how one spaceship. Like, we don't just weave it through the chapter. Like, you're not in that situation. Which is really nice. I like it when the author is able to take the time, and, like, I think it shows I think weaving that in really shows an understanding of your craft and an understanding of how story is king and story trumps all. And, like, if you are trying to get into sci-fi, this is probably a good one to start with. This is great if you're looking for, like, diverse characters, if you're looking for a kick-ass heroine, if you're looking for an interesting, complicated, will they, won't they kind of romance. Yes, this is the book for you. If you're looking for a novel where romance is not the main theme, but it is a part of it, and it does affect the plot a little bit, definitely the novel for you. Obviously, I would not be making this video if I did not think you should check it out. So, check it out. Down in the comments, let me know if you've read either of these books. I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button. I make videos 2 to 3 times a week about books and writing, and I would love to see your lovely face here on a regular basis. If you want more of me, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Those are both @thewordnerd with a 3 in nerd instead of the E. That is it for now, my friends. I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!